everyone, welcome to day 24. My name is Betty and today we are going to start lying on our backs. So come down to a comfortable position. You could have your legs extended or perhaps soles of the feet on the mat. Have your feet as wide as the mat and then allow your knees to just knock into centre. Place your left hand on your heart space and your right hand on the belly. And then soften the gaze. Perhaps close down the eyes just for a moment. And start to draw your attention to the breath. And just for now, don't force it. See if you can feel the rise and fall of the belly and the chest under the hands. And then see if you can allow the mind to just soften. Any thoughts of things that you need to get done, just allow them to sit quietly for the next 20 minutes. And then we're going to take our 3 breaths in together. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose or mouth. Inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose or mouth. Inhale through the nose. And last one, exhale, let it all go. Allow the breath to come back to normal. And slowly open the eyes. Hug your knees into your chest. Just rock a little bit left to right, right to left. Just give your lower back a little bit of a massage. Lovely. Come to stillness. Hug your right knee in and extend the left leg out. Let's hug that right knee in and then perhaps just open the knee to the outline of the body and then bring it back to the center line. Outside and inside. Just a gentle side to side. Wonderful. Come back to stillness. Swap the legs. So hug the left knee in, extend the right leg out. And then once again, just bringing that knee to the outside of the body and then drawing it into that center line. Wonderful. Come to stillness. Bring both knees in again. And then see if you can grab the outside of the feet. If that is not accessible, then just grab hold of the shins. And then very slowly and gently lifting up the soles of the feet so that they come parallel with the ceiling. Hands on the outside of the feet or perhaps the shins. And what you want to think about doing is drawing the feet down, drawing the knees down to the outside of the body, whilst keeping that lower part of your back flat with the mat. So this is happy baby pose. You might want to rock a little right to left, left to right. One last inhale here. And as you exhale, allow the feet to come down. Give yourself one last hug. And then release the soles of the feet to the mat. Widen the feet so they're as wide as the mat. And then just drop the knees down to the left side. Arms you can bring out in a T shape, maybe cactus arms. And we're just allowing the knees to be heavy. So wherever they fall is okay. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, bring the knees back up and just go straight over to that right side. Take another inhale. Exhale, bring back up to center, and then we're just going to windshield wipe the legs. So over to the left, up and over to the right. One more time each side. Up to center, across to the left, up to center, and then across to the right. Wonderful. Turn the whole body over to that right side and use the hands to just gently push yourself up to a seated position. And we're going to come straight into a tabletop, So, hips over the knees, shoulders over the wrists. And we're going to do our cat-cow. So inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, we round through the spine, release the head and the neck. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze. Exhale, round through the spine, release the head and the neck. One more time. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the gaze. And then exhale, round through the spine, release the head and the neck. Come back to center. That right foot, right leg, we're going to extend out behind us. Think about drawing that heel back. You can even do little pulses. So stretching out through the back of that right leg. Trying to draw the heel down to the mat. Release that side. Left foot comes out. Just going to move forward a bit, coming off my mat. And then just some little pulses. Articulating through the toes, drawing the heels back. Yeah, come back to your tabletop. Our hands, we're going to turn them like we're turning dials, and we're going to go in the opposite way. So your right hand will go out to the right and your left hand is going to go out to the left. So in your tabletop position, right hand goes out to the right as far as you can go. Left hand goes out to the left. And then we're just going to very gently lean back like we want to sit down on our heels. If you have the range, then go for it. We're just stretching out the front of the forearm, the front of that wrist. So just be really careful, really gentle. Come back up, release the hands, come back to their normal tabletop position. And then we're just going to flip the hands. So I'm just flipping so that then the back of the hands comes onto the mat. And then once again, like you want to sit back, but really, really gently. Don't lock out through the elbows or anything. My elbows have got a little bit of a micro bend. My right one has more of a micro bend because that one does not like these things. And that's okay, you just honour where you're at and do what you can do. Wonderful. Release the hands. Sit back on the heels now. Interlace the fingers and just do a little really gentle just twirl with those wrists one way and then the other. Yeah, well done. Come back into your tabletop position. Right foot, I'm going to step onto the outside of that right hand, and I'm going to make sure that my foot is as wide as the mat, and then I'm going to turn my toes out. My back knee, I'm actually going to move back a little bit, so just to widen the space in between my legs. My left hand is going to come out to the left edge of the mat. Bend your back knee, and the right hand comes back, and see if you can grab that foot. If you can't, grab a strap, come out of the pose a little bit, wrap a strap around that right foot, and then you can hold the foot in the strap. Yeah? What you want to try to do, or what you want to do, is pull the foot towards your body, but then the foot pushes into the hands. So you're creating a resistance. Your hand is trying to say, get your foot to your body, and your foot is saying, nope, I want to go back down to the floor. And that's really going to stretch that quad, that back leg. Take another inhale, and as you exhale, release the foot. Try not to let it slap down onto the back to the mat. And then draw back, come into your half splits. And then as we're here, just have a little play with those toes. Flex and bend. Flex and bend. Yeah. Come forward, bend that front knee, plant the hands, step back, tabletop position. So we're going to come and do the same on the other side. So if you want the strap, wrap the strap around that left foot, right foot, sorry, and the left foot's going to come to the outside of that left hand. Turn the toes out to that 45 degrees. Right hand comes to the other side of the mat, so you've got a really nice wide stance, really nice wide foundation. Back leg bends, the left hand comes up and over, either you grab that strap or you grab the foot. If you need to move that back knee back a little bit. And then once again, think about drawing the foot in. At the same time, the foot is working towards going back down to the mat. So we're switching the muscle on as we stretch it. Take another inhale, and as you exhale, release really, really gently, which is always fun. and then draw back, straighten that front leg, come into your half splits, and then just flex through the toes, point the toes, really dig the heel into the mat as well. Yeah. One more time. And then rebend that front knee, plant the hands, step back into your tabletop position. Then just for a moment, we're going to come into down dog. So step those hands forward, tuck the toes, push up into down dog, pedal out the legs. And then come into stillness. As much as you can, encourage the heels down towards the mat. If you're still working with bent knees, then continue to melt the chest towards the thighs and just ever so slightly work towards straightening the legs. Or wherever you are, take another inhale. And as you exhale, shift forward into plank. And then lower the knees, tuck the elbows in, lower all the way down to the belly. Come into Sphinx pose. You might want to grab your strap. You might need that in a minute. So Sphinx pose, elbows underneath the shoulders, sorry. Palms are down, the forearms are down on the mat. We push down and then we draw back with the hands and the forearms, opening up the chest. The tops of the feet are pressing down into the mat as well. And when you press down, you might notice that your knees come off the ground a little bit. That's good. That means that you're pushing down and most importantly that you're protecting the lower part of the back, the lower spine, which is where we are extending at the moment. So we want our back to be protected. So pushing the tops of the feet down is really good. Take another inhale. And as you exhale, bend that right knee. My left hand, okay, is going to turn and come across my front body. So it's straight ahead of me, and then it's kind of like at 12 o'clock, and then I'm turning it, so it's now at, my hand is pointing at 3 o'clock. My right hand is going to come behind me, and I'm going to grab that foot inside or outside, or perhaps a strap. And then simply going to do what we just did. Going to pull that foot in as you push the foot into the hand. So just be really careful and really gentle. There's no pressure. We're not trying to get up into bow pose or anything like that. We're just really switching that quad on and stretching that quad. But be careful of the knee. Feel any pain or twinging in the knee, then back away from pushing the foot into the hand. If you have the range, you can always come all the way onto the belly and pull the foot in as you push it away. Take another inhale, and as you exhale, release that side. Come back into Sphinx pose. And then we're just going to do the second side. So my right hand now, which is at 12 o'clock, will come to 9 o'clock. Not to 3 o'clock. That would be very weird. knee bends, left hand comes round. I like to grab the outside for this stretch. And then you're just pulling the foot towards the thigh, and then the foot is resisting the hand. And once again, if you want to come all the way down, you can. Make sure that that right arm, the arm that's in front, is in a comfortable position. So I said for it to bring it into 9 o'clock, but if you need to move it out a little bit, then absolutely. Take another inhale here. And as you exhale, release the leg. Once again, gently come back into your Sphinx pose. Open up across the chest, push down through the forearms, peel the hands back, tops of the feet press down, knees will gently come off the mat. It's a really nice chest and belly openness and expose. Especially if you really push down through the elbows and the forearms. Take another inhale. And as you exhale, slowly release down. Palm on top of palm. Forehead rests on the top of your hands. Allow the feet, the legs to relax. You can even allow them to flop open a little bit. Just come back to the breath. Wonderful. Release the head and the hands, and we're just going to push up to a seated position. So be really gentle. And then one more stretch. Maybe untangle yourself from your strap. Bring the soles of the feet together. Hands come onto the shins, or perhaps you can hold on around the toes. And then press the feet together as you equally press the knees down. And as you do that, length up through the spine. If you find that your spine is really rounded, then hold on to the shins. So we want length, push the knees down, and then just gently flutter the knees up and down. Take another inhale. Exhale, release. Soles of the feet come to the mat, hands just behind you, and we'll just do that gentle windshield to each side. Wonderful. Okay, come to a nice comfortable seat, cross-legged perhaps, in Sukhasana, or you can sit on the legs in your hero's pose. Hands on the knees or thighs, sorry. And together we're just going to take in 2 breaths, and on our exhale, sigh it out. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, sigh it out. Inhale deeply. Exhale, let it all go. Bring the hands to heart center. It's just a little practice, just opening up through the quads and the belly area. Have a great day, evening, wherever you are when you watch this. Namaste.